The intersection of Alameda Street and Newton Street is the perfect place to watch the beauty of Los Angeles in motion. Alameda is the busiest street in industrialized downtown Los Angeles, and Newton has a busy on-ramp to the Santa Monica Freeway, which is one of the busiest roadways in the world. Inside that building, the one with the word tropical on it, we can see another kind of LA in motion, and this time it's not only beautiful, it's delicious. The Tropical Preserving Company produces jams, jellies, and preserves in the exact same building where the company started in 1928. That was the year when the City of Los Angeles' Department of Public Health issued permit number 2 to Tropical's original owner, Dan Reed.
Then the company, during the Depression, I guess, went into bankruptcy, and then my family bought it out of bankruptcy in 1934. And our family, I'm the third generation, and our families had it from 1934 until now. Watching
Ron Randall at work around the production line, it's obvious that this company, and especially this building, are where he literally grew up.
Basically, this is all I've ever done. It's the only, to be honest with you, it's the only job I've ever had, is working here at Tropical.
From very early on, Ron learned the differences between preserves, jams, and jellies.
When you make strawberry preserves, you start with whole strawberries and your sweetener. You start with strawberry puree, and sweetener, that's called jam. You start with strawberry juice, and the sweetener, that's strawberry jelly. This is our processing facility. Everything is produced here. Initially, we bring the fruit in, either frozen in drums or in pails. We let it thaw out. These are the strawberries that we're using today. They're in the drums. They'll be drawn into the vacuum kettle. These kettles are doing some mixing right now. That's corn syrup and high fructose corn syrup. That's our sweetener that we're going to make the jam out of.
Production in the Tropical factory is constantly monitored to make sure that what goes into the bottle is absolutely perfect.
Cooks will check it regularly. We have a little testing port out of each kettle where he can check as the process goes along. After the product is finished in the kettles being cooked, it comes to the holding tank where it's kept hot. It passes through a metal detector to make sure there's no debris, goes into the filler.
A few feet away, the jars and the bottles are prepared for filling.
From here, they go through a bottle cleaner where all the bottles are inverted, high pressure air blown into them, vacuum system, clean out any dust or anything that might be in there.
At critical points like this on the production line, where everything has to be absolutely reliable and perfectly synchronized, there's something very satisfying about watching the machinery at work, especially the capping machine that after 50 to 60 years of daily use at Tropical is now the oldest machine of its kind still operating, and operating perfectly, in the United States. From a merchandising standpoint, this is the most important part of the bottling process, the place where that distinctive Tropical label is attached. These 32-ounce bottles of strawberry preserves are especially important because they're more than just Tropical's best seller.
The only way we can, measure ourselves is through industry numbers, sales records, sales numbers. So, like our 2-pound strawberry is the #1 strawberry in Southern California, strawberry preserves in Southern California.
That's an amazing accomplishment for a family-run business, one of the few surviving regional brands, constantly outselling the corporate giants. Tropical's warehouses are full of new favorites, including triple berry preserves and razzleberry preserves. They're right alongside all the old standards, from apricot pineapple preserves to orange marmalade.
Making jelly isn't brain surgery.
Ron Randall says that with a smile, knowing that Tropical has survived these 85 years by paying attention to the details, beginning with the people who work for him and have become just like family.
I have several employees that just retired after 40 years with me. I have probably 5 people out there that have 35 years with me. A lot of family. I have 2 sets of brothers. The girls in my office are sisters. Their uncle is my head cook.
Then, of course, there's Ron Randall's other family.
Right now, my son is a surgeon down in Orange County, and my daughter's a nurse practitioner. So they're both in the medical field.
What happened?
They went a different direction. I guess they had enough jam and jelly.
It's hard to imagine that ever happening to any of us.